boys. So we're in Astoria today.
We're in Astoria.
Should we do the intro?
Yeah, this is
me?
You. Yeah, this is you.
This is No Singles, a podcast where we discuss albums from front to back in an attempt to promote comprehensive album listening. My name's JR.
I'm Nate.
I'm Trey.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You live in Astoria too, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what are your bona fides?
Yeah. We
okay.
gotta back this way up. Yeah.
I wrote some stuff down. Okay, so I'm in a band, Poor Frisco.
We played a show together.
Played a show together.
It was awesome.
It was really fun.
Where did we play at?
Played at the Footlight at
The Windjammer.
The Windjammer. Yeah.
Queens.
Pretty good.
Yeah, good venue.
Good times. I saw a TikTok that was like, oh, we're going to go out. We got a show. It's out an hour away. And there's 2 people coming. And, it's not paid. We actually pay them. Who's down? And it's like, let's go.
Yeah. That was like that. There was some interview with Dave Grohl where he's talking about he's like it's just changed so much. He's like, even in the before the 90s, but he's like, in the 90s you would just call places and be like, we heard your music venue, can we go play there? Like in another state. And they'd be like, sure. I mean, what kind of music do you play? And they would like put a bill together for you if you didn't know anybody from the town, and then you just showed up.
Yeah.
And the people who lived in the town who wanted to hear music just went there to see who would play.
Right.
That sounds so much better.
So
and now it's a heaping pile of trash.
Well, because now everybody can just check ahead of time who's playing and then
Which
be like,
takes
we're
the fun
fans
out
of
of
this.
it.
Yeah.
It takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
And it's rough with that. I feel like I like Rockwood, actually, even though it's somewhat
Rest in peace.
It's gone.
That was
the first stage is gone?
It's gone.
Yeah.
All of it. It's all gone.
Whole thing's
I
gone.
thought they just closed the second stage. They closed the whole thing now?
Second stage was gone for a minute. They tried to recoup their money through that, and then still, even those days where they were doing 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. artists all day, where it wasn't
I've
enough.
seen 60, 70 people in there.
I didn't
Right?
That place was fucking full.
When was that recent?
Yeah, this year.
This is this year. This is at the closer to the start of the year.
Because the reason I liked playing there was people literally did just come there to see
because it's
music.
free. You just walk in.
It was the one place that we would go play where I feel like we actually played to new people more consistently.
And there's a lot of Long Island bands coming through, touring bands. And you just pop on a bill.
Yeah.
Hey, nice set. What's your social media? Can we?
Yeah. I told you, I heard you guys at Rockwood. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that was our first show.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Ever? Yeah.
Maybe.
But we played there a couple times.
But that's where we did do our first one.
Yeah. But then, so we have our upcoming show at LIC Bar, and I don't know if people go in there.
Rue is next.
No, I know, but I don't know if people go into LIC Bar or not. But they have the same setup as Rockwood, where it's no cover charge.
Yeah.
A bucket they pass around for tips for the band, and they just try to make all their money off of drinks.
I mean, there's a lot of, not to get all generalist on it, but so much of the culture I feel like now is very transactional. I was talking about this with video games to somebody recently, and it was just every game now is the microtransaction games where you have to keep paying to get additional stuff.
Man.
Yeah,
Everything's gone.
Same thing with a lot of these cultural things. It's just it's all very okay, you bring your own stuff, or you pay X to have the privilege to, and it's just a tie in a little bit. I read Meet Me in the Bathroom. A chronicle of New York City through was it Lizzie Goodman wrote that book, and it's goes from James Murphy moving here and Jonathan Fire Eater, which is a band before the Walkmen. They turned into that in a Joy Division, New Order type way.
Cool. Was James Murphy was in the Walkmen?
No, but they were
adjacent to the.
Yeah, when he came to the city, it was around the same time that this band Jonathan Fire Eater. They moved from Chicago to. This is the smartest I ever sound about music. I read one book.
You're good.
It's the thing I read. I love reading, but it takes me forever to read. So I'll read one book, and then that's all I'll talk about for 3 years.
I mean, Meet Me in the Bathroom is a comprehensive book on.
Yeah. It's I'll be talking to somebody about this stuff, and then realize that we both just read Meet Me in the Bathroom, and we're just referencing the exact same stuff.
That's fun, dude. That's fun. I gotta read that.
It's so good.
On the list.
It goes quick too, because especially I imagine if you like the Strokes and bands like that, like it's just like so easy to go through it really fast. But I mean, a huge thing that stuck with me from the book was the scene and the culture that they built.
Yeah.
And so much of that wasn't like, you know, it was community based. It was like finding places that were like a bar or whatever. Like James Murphy's friend just was loaded and had a warehouse that he was like, sure, like run your label out of here and like throw warehouse parties with people and play rock music. Like, and that was like, talk about, you know, it being based on just, you know, people being around and not about it being like transactional sort of thing. I think that's...
They're doing it for the love of music.
Yeah. And something like Room on Fire makes me think a lot about that stuff. Anyway, so... But yeah.
So you're bona fides. You're in a band.
You got any more bona fides? Yeah.
Bona fide. Okay, in a band. I've been playing music forever, since I was younger. I started playing because my like family was very big on like family gatherings when everyone's together.
Oh hell
like,
yeah!
Yeah, it's like a big Italian American family. We're in Hudson River Valley, and everyone would get around and like play music like later in the night, and it would be like things spanning from like Dean Martin to whatever you know, the Killers or Weezer or whatever. And then my cousins were like a bit older than me and they had their own band and they would be writing all their own music. Cool. And so like I just wanted to write my own music. So when I started playing, it was like I never like really learned covers. I went right into being like, let me start writing songs. And some of them were not great and like whatever, but it was like that was like a big driving force for me. So since I was like, I'd say like 12 probably. I played a lot of music.
What in particular did you play?
The Beatles, Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel.
That's exactly what you listen to.
Bruce Springsteen.
Pat Benatar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like and then obviously, you know, early 2000s growing up was like I like the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
like Britney Spears. My older sister and I would like get a CD and we both like listen to them together.
Oh, cool.
So like
that's cool.
I got well rounded from that, like Dido and Jewel.
Oh, dude,
and,
Dido,
like,
man, I haven't thought of Dido in so long.
Yeah, and so I feel like that. Got a bit of everything. Then I went through a phase of being like I really wanted to listen to more music. My parents aren't showing me stuff, so I got super into just like this is like iTunes era. I mean, we're all like the same age, so it's looking. So my parents would let me buy like a new CD from FYE. Like once every few months. So I would do research on what CD I wanted. And I would just listen to like the 30-second samples on iTunes and be like, okay, and then like read on Wikipedia about the bands or whatever blogs I could find. So it was like, I was like, classic rock's the only thing that's good. And it was like Blue Oyster Cult, The Clash, you know, I'm blanking on everything now. But like I just got so into like that side of things. Yeah. Led Zeppelin. Everything was by album, though. I was super into listening by album. So this was perfect when you told me about this. And then my older brother, who is my half-brother, he's like 12 years older than me, moved in with us because he was switching cities between jobs. He got hit from like the 2008 financial crisis and all that. And he gave me Silent Alarm from Block Party, The Bravery, both Bravery's first and second album, Hot Fuss, and Hot Fuss. Some 9 Inch Nails albums that didn't stay with me as well. I'm sorry.
We did a whole episode on
9 Inch Nails is my favorite band.
Oh, nice.
Absolute favorite.
He loves them. I have a few that stuck with me from it, but those other ones really stayed with me. And that took me totally into like the Strokes and Weezer and
cool.
You know, like all the like 2000s indie, and that's kind of stayed with me the most. Like
the aughts indie is my favorite music. It is where it's at. It is where it's at. I've
never like evolved past it. Like, it's just them. Those bands I wrote down like albums I liked. Like Sam's Town from the Killers, Pinkerton from Weezer, Age of Odds from Sufjan.
Dude.
I'm so bad with, like, I was not built for the streaming era. Like, it's too much.
You're talking to the right people. You're talking to the right folks.
Yeah. I can't do it. There's like a million bands, and I hyperfixate on one band at a time.
Yeah. It's cool having the access, but it's like, I mean, it's really straightforward. I was listening to a record today. I walked over and flipped it over.
Yeah.
And I went back to the dishes.
That's why I have
digital stuff.
I've got my master playlist.
That's different. That's different.
You know,
that's like a catalog.
But that's me like pulling just from because I'll listen to full albums and I'll pull from it like what I really enjoy, and then I just wind up with this. It's almost 100 hours now, my playlist. But then I can just hit shuffle on it and then do whatever I want, and then just like have all the stuff that I personally enjoyed from an album that like I can listen to.
It's that stream of dopamine right there.
But the whole streaming thing just generally for the culture is like pulling all the singles to the top, and then everything, and then like so a band will put out a whole album, and then their one single is what everybody will listen to, and then you don't get to listen to the whole album.
Yeah. It's so funny, because where we jump in with our own lives is like, it feels like that's forever. Like, I thought that I thought that alt rock was just going to be big forever when I was younger.
Yeah.
'Cause it just was, like,
it
around.
2005, dude. 2005 was like enormous for alt rock,
Even like literally the run from like the 90s through, like, end of, I don't know, like 2016 or whatever.
I was literally about to say 2015.
Like somewhere there, right? Yeah. Like it went through phases for sure, but it was all like in the pop culture to a degree in different ways.
Yeah.
But I guess what I was going to say was like, I feel like streaming has changed a lot of like album writing now to be a collection of singles as opposed to, and like, again, not that it never existed before, but like, there was a lot more, it felt like there were a lot more like albums, at least in the mainstream, being made before streaming, if that makes sense. And by streaming, I mean like subscribing to a service as opposed to like us on iTunes buying stuff or whatever, or LimeWire or whatever you got.
Yeah. We talked about LimeWire and Napster on the last episode,
But that was still like, the music itself was still being shaped by how people were consuming it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better or worse. I feel like I like
different.
Albums, but it's
just different.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I don't know. I feel like people do like now that if it just feels like if you're going to shift your sound towards making sure it's popular, you're going to fall away from having like truly emotional music that's reflecting what you're feeling about your life.
Because what's popular is essentially what is like giving these people this like rush of dopamine.
Right. And less about like, cause like on an album, you can like reveal who you are and still have like that T-Rex album, you know, has, you know, Jeepster, and it has, Bang a Gong is on that album. You have to like listen to that full thing to like understand what he's
within the context of the album. That song becomes much more powerful.
And now, now it just, it feels like people are really just like writing for singles, and you have people like, there's still people like Billie Eilish out there who do kind of thread the needle of like making a lot of stuff that are like singles on the album, but it's still like pretty personal music.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
I've never listened to an album from her though, but she does. Yeah. The singles work really well in the album.
Yeah. Well, and then sometimes they have stuff that are not featured as singles that become hits off the album, and it's still very personal music. I think that's why she's so successful. She figures that out. But her brother is like a full out musician, like can play piano, guitar, drums, and everything. Yeah. So he'll track all the music, and they'll write together.
Right.
They like just go off, write together, and they have the whole album developed themselves. Yeah. So she doesn't have to go to big producers or anything either to get anything written.
Right.
They can do a very personal album.
So she doesn't have to like compromise in those senses. I really like. Did you guys like As Tall as Lions? The singer of this band is now, he like moved to LA. The band didn't like really ever make it big. I think they fell apart for whatever reason. Yeah. He moved to LA. Then he was, doing work for a bunch of people. He ended up working with Conan the Grey. He had success, and then he worked with Caroline Polchak. Then he worked with Chappell Roan.
Okay.
And produced Pink Pony Club. With her. Then the studio was like, no, it's like, we don't like it, blah, blah, blah. And she was obviously wanted the song to come out. And then he started his own record label to put out the song.
Sure.
Oh, cool.
And then, so he helped produce the whole album for her. And then he did Olivia Rodrigo's first album. And so now he's like, actually like.
He's in there.
He's in there, but he's also been, I think, part of like some of this like pop culture having more rock in it resurgence, because like I love Olivia Rodrigo's first album. I haven't listened to the second one as much, but
I haven't listened to the second one, but that first album is like, that's more like rock revival kind of.
it's like a little Paramore going on, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
and she's doing all live music, which
Yeah.
I'm like, I will support that
For sure.
anytime. Even if I do like her sound, even if I don't like the sound, like at least it's live music. Like,
And then
Yeah.
like Chapel Roan's album was great.
Mhm.
Like
Olivia Rodrigo took the Breeders on tour with her too.
Did she?
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
the Breeders
Yeah.
like get like because I think that really is her being like, this is what I like, and I think the people need to be like listening to this kind of stuff more. And then the Breeders get to like play to stadiums again, you know,
right.
like
yeah, thrust it back in. Yeah, well, and I think it is hard to get like people to listen to a full album of work now, and I
Mhm.
think that it's nice because you don't have like there's not the same pressure on every single song to like do everything for a
Mhm.
listener. Like you can have a slower song, or you can have a song that's like doesn't have a big chorus in it.
Fillers
you know?
are okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a filler in the album.
And having a
Yeah,
slow
yeah,
song
for
too
sure.
is like there's going to be audience members that, I mean, this was like me for this is still me, but like this is me for a long time, like as a teenager too, is I was like, what's the slow song on the album? I want to hear like the more emotional stuff rather than the fast-paced stuff on the album.
Yeah.
And so I could find that, and now it's like usually a sadder single is not. It happens, but it's not really a thing.
Yeah. Well, actually, like you look at someone like Olivia Rodrigo,
Right.
she actually
Who
has
became
been able
famous
to do both.
off of her.
It's the ballads, that got big. But I actually like, not that I don't like the ballads, but I
Mhm.
really like her like rock songs. Basically,
her rock songs are really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first album we're doing is Dean Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody Loves Somebody. This is a good album. But to get into Dean Martin first, what's your relationship to Dean Martin?
Oh, dude, my grandpa loved him. He had his records and stuff.
Yeah.
I have. Oh, it's at my parents' house, but I have one of his records. It's like my grandpa's Dean Martin record, and it's just really special.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's just always
that
golden honey voice has just always been around in my life, you know. And seeing him in the movies and stuff.
Yeah,
I can't recall the names of any of the movies he's in right now.
Ocean's 11. He's in the original Ocean's 11. Because you actually have like some like your family like listened to Dean Martin.
My grandpa too, grandpa, grandma were really into like Sinatra and Dean, like all the big band stuff. I mean, they also liked, like Michael Jackson and all that stuff too. But like the big band stuff was definitely present and would be stuff we still play it like at family gatherings and stuff like that. Like we'll play songs like on acoustic and sing and stuff like that. Cool. But I think one of the things I love the most about the big band era and like a Dean Martin is that as a bass / baritone myself, like everyone is a tenor in like the music I like. So I was always straining my voice and like not able to sing things the way I wanted to for covers or even like how I wrote. And it's so cool to hear like that era and like to hear Dean Martin sing in that range and just like work it, and the arrangements around the voice. So I think big band in general and like him being like an iconic artist within that is it's cool to hear like a baritone voice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I also listen to Dean Martin like with my grandparents. Specifically my
Yeah, Nate, what's your relationship to Dean Martin?
my grandma is turning 90 this year. Or
she lives.
Well, she lives in Hawaii, so she's actually my tutu. That's what you call your grandma in Hawaii. But she also she listens to a lot of Dean Martin because she would have been like in her 30s when this stuff was coming out,
which is pretty cool, man.
So like I associate this very much with, and then like like going over there and hearing Elvis. And like I kind of associated all like the 60s big band arrangements and all that sort of stuff with Hawaii in a way.
Cool.
Growing up,
it's funny how where you listen to something imprints on you.
Yes, man. Yes, absolutely. It just kind of sticks.
Right.
Grandparent, listening to Dean Martin, and then I watched some of the variety shows sometimes growing up too.
Nice.
Because I just loved all that, like the 60s kind of.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's just him like being drunk on stage every night, just like doing goofy shit, and then like in the middle of like some like goofy bit with like Goldie Hawn or something, then he just like stops and just starts singing in a perfect voice to everybody, and I'm like, sure, okay, you can do everything, I get it, you're like perfect, okay. So Dean Martin was born Dino Paul Crocetti, 1917, Steubenville, Ohio.
Ohio? Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Growing up, he did some like bare knuckle boxing.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Badass.
I mean, people say he got his nose broken and got like a lot of scars on his hands and stuff from it too. Had to get his nose fixed at some point, like surgically like realigned.
Oh, dude.
Of his 12 bouts, Martin said that he won all but 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's
which
fun.
is charming. You know, that's like
yeah, for sure.
And then when he was like 14, he worked as a roulette stickman in an illegal casino behind the local tobacco shop.
Dude, that sounds fun.
Yeah. Eventually he started to sing for local bands under the name Dino Martini, which is a play on Nino Martini, who was a famous Italian opera singer at the time. And he finally got his break singing. And then he moves to New York at some point in here. I couldn't really nail down when, but he gets his break singing for Ernie Mackay's orchestra. Later on in this, by the 60s, all the influences on his vocal style are Harry Mills of the Mills Brothers, Perry Como, and Bing Crosby. Mm-hmm. But like Perry Como was also like becoming famous around the time that he was starting to do this stuff, so that wasn't really an influence until later on. Mm-hmm. And then he started singing for Sammy Watkins, who was like, you need to change your stage name to not being like a play on somebody else's name.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Dino Martini doesn't have the same ring as like Dean Martin.
Yeah, so then he did Dean Martin. So
I think he could have left it Dino Martin.
Dino Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dino Martin.
I wonder though if there's still like more
American.
like waspy.
Yeah.
I really wonder.
I didn't know his name wasn't Dean Martin until I was reading for this.
Right. Yeah.
Dino.
Yeah, Dino Martin. I was like, oh, his name's way cooler.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, Dino Paul Crocetti. And now, and I'm like, but of course, like, there were a lot of people who, got a stage name because they were like, people around them were like, you can appeal to everyone or you can appeal to certain people.
Yeah,
right.
And it was like, what? So that was in the 40s he was growing up. So that was like World War II time. Probably wasn't trying to be apparent that he was super Italian. Yeah.
Well, he was growing up. He'd be growing up in the 30s. Yeah. But still, he briefly served in the military, but he got stationed in Ohio, so he never went overseas. Then he meets what's his fucking name? Jerry Lewis of the Nutty Professor and
oh man,
and the Bellboy. And so he meets him, and they wind up doing a comedy duo. So they start out in 1944 doing like a whole comedy duo thing, and everybody being like, "This thing won't be successful. You guys aren't going to be able to do it." So like, let's just play on both of our strengths. I don't know if you've ever seen any Jerry Lewis stuff. He's very like slapsticky, has a lot of like loud humor and stuff. Dean Martin's more kind of like reserved. Yeah. So Dean Martin's like. So their bit was that Dean Martin would be doing a whole night of songs for everybody, very elegantly, and then Jerry Lewis would be like this guy, this waiter who was disruptive in the crowd, who was dropping shit all the time.
That's
and stuff.
Funny, man.
Until Dean Martin kicked his ass and kicked him
funny.
and kicked him out of the theater. Yeah, because they're like, we need to go all the way with this, or we're never gonna make it anywhere. So it worked, and they wound up doing their own radio series in 1949. They got picked up for it.
Cool.
Jump ahead to 1956. Martin and Lewis split up. But they are if you talk to comedians about comedy history, they're an iconic comedy duo from back in the day. But they split up in 1956. So now Dean Martin has to do something. He has to figure out how to stage his career from here on out. So then he starts to do films. He's in Rio Bravo. He's in Ocean's 11. He's in Cannonball Run.
Dude, Cannonball Run. Oh my God.
And then while this is happening, he meets Frank Sinatra, who at some point conducts the orchestra for one of his albums. Cool. And he becomes a member of the Rat Pack. And now he's reached icon status, because the Rat Pack just becomes iconic, kind of off the back of Frank Sinatra in a way. But now he's huge. And then prior to this album, beginning in 1959, because this album is in 1964. Mm-hmm. He has 4 albums that chart, but they're not huge. But people still know him as a singer. And then he bounces a little bit between Capitol Records and Reprise for a while. And Reprise is owned by Frank Sinatra.
Reprise Records?
Yeah.
just to pop in, there are artists on there right now.
Yes.
There's like maybe like 10 or 12, but I just listed ones that I like.
Yeah.
Green Day, Enya, Eric Clapton, Stevie Nicks, Neil Young, Deftones, Lindsey Buckingham, Billy Strings, amongst others.
Cool.
This is a cool list of like
Yeah.
really awesome acts.
Yeah, for sure.
Continuing that, Martini legacy.
I like the whole like Sinatra making his own label.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like artists like started labels, I feel like it's kind of cool,
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, and especially, and then him being like, do you want to come over to my label too?
Yeah.
I'm sure that he's like, you'll have more freedom
Right.
to do what you want.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm sure that Dean Martin's like, yes, of course.
Sounds good to me.
We arrive in the year 1964, and at this point, including albums that he's been featured on, which is like 3, he's released 15 studio albums.
That's crazy.
It's impressive, man.
Yeah. Oh, this is if you include the album Dream with Dean, which came out the exact same day as this album.
Cool. I mean, go
It
for it.
seems like this was the more successful album, though.
And this was more successful
Right.
than that one.
Even the song "Everybody Loves Somebody" is on this one. That's the bigger one, right?
Yeah,
there's 2 versions.
Yeah.
But it's because Everybody Loves Somebody on this one is like such a hit that this becomes a big album. So you still have to do stuff on the back of singles in a way if you look at, but like it's like you start the album off with that and then you keep going and you get everything else.
Right.
But his most recent album before this one was Dean Tex Martin Rides Again. And it did not chart.
Yeah, I think he snuck in some westerns in this one. I feel
Probably his last ride.
yeah. He
from
had
his last record. Yeah,
Well, yeah, his
It's like,
last 2 records
these
were
country
Dean,
western
it was like
songs.
Dean Tex Martin Rides or whatever,
Yeah.
and then Dean Tex Martin Rides Again gets released like right after it, and everybody was like, it was not received very well. Like people were like, well, no, we don't want this. What are you doing? Yeah.
That's funny.
We didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
All right, Dean Martin.
Dean
Here
Martin.
we go,
yeah.
boys.
Also, just to preface too, the history of Dean Martin is vast.
Sure.
You just get into the stuff with him and Jerry Lewis, and it's like huge. I'm just kind of clarifying some quick stuff for this episode.
So
Because if we revisit him again, there will be more context.
So we covered everything. No questions were left unasked.
yeah.
We're the last word on
Yeah.
Dean Martin.
Yeah.
Okay.
The definitive Dean Martin podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
First track on this album is the title track.
Which is?
Everybody Loves Somebody.
What do you guys think about starting with
With the title track.
the title track?
It's bold.
It's
right?
I mean, it's really what they're selling this thing on the back of too.
Yeah. And remember, this is compiled from the B-sides from album cuts between 1962 and 64.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this isn't like Dean Martin sitting down and he's like, I want to craft an album. It's like more or
Yeah.
less like a collection. So it's interesting to put the title track on first because it's the first place the needle hits.
Yeah.
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 It's the first, and this one is a first appearance, like on an album for him. I mean, yeah, for it to be the title track, I guess they're like, it's title track, so naturally it's the first thing you're gonna hear, and it's
Yeah,
like,
it makes sense.
I guess, right? Like, imagine like you don't know this album at all, and you go and buy it at the record store, and then you like put it on, and the first words you hear are, "Everybody loves," and you're like, okay, I guess.
What is the rest of the album?
I'm in. Yeah. Okay.
The album's called Things. Yeah.
yeah.
What is this? Yeah.
I mean, this is like a classic kind of like crooner song. But it's a
Oh yeah, crooner. Yeah.
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 I like it.
too.
I think it's a good lead in because I am kind of just in on the album.
Especially
at
like
this
the
point.
first thing you hear is the strings just descending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
like cinematic for sure.
Very,
There's a
dude.
few songs on here, but like this one is like cinematic was like a big one for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, is this like in a Christmas movie? It just makes me think of Christmas time too.
I think it's just Dean Martin's voice.
Dean Martin sounds
Yeah,
like
he
Christmas.
based his voice off of Bing Crosby a little bit, you know? I mean, that's a big Christmas voice.
Yeah. It's a banger for sure. I feel like
It is.
like seriously, like I feel like this one is like multi-generational. You put the song on, people know what it is. It's like iconic, sort of old-timey big band standard, you know?
And it's got like the drums on this song.
Dude, yes, I wrote that down. Dude, the drum kit complements the arrangement. And the mix of it is nice too.
Yeah,
the piano. I love the piano. Like the triplets.
Yeah. This was originally written in 1947 by Irving Taylor and pianist Ken Lane.
Cool.
It was first recorded by Peggy Lee and Dave Barber and his orchestra
Dude, Peggy
in 1947 for Capitol Records. Frank Sinatra also recorded it in 47.
Cool.
This song wasn't even like really perceived as a hit until this version came out, until Dean Martin put it out. So
there's a really nice variation on the vocal melody at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. It just like freshens up the song a little bit.
Yeah.
The time, like I was, like the later, or was this early 60s, I feel like some of that rock stuff is coming through, you know, like not throughout the whole record, but like there are little moments I feel like you hear it.
Yeah.
Well, and this will come up again like once we're done talking about the album, but Dean Martin was an anti-rock and roll guy.
Really?
So, yeah. He was, I mean, it happens. I mean, we do it to a degree too, where it's like every like new thing is coming in and you're like, God, this bullshit. I need to like hold the line against it. So,
right.
Yeah.
The end, I expected like a singular note to punctuate it, but they hold it out for a really long time.
Yeah.
And just, it was delightful. Just like something unexpected that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I like a feel good of the lyrics too. I had the lyrics up when I was listening to them all, and I like like kind of a feel good, like, you know, not the same song exactly, obviously, but like God only knows what I'll be without you. It had like it has like sort of that lyrical, like everyone's got their person, like took a while for me to find my person, and like, but it came around.
It's relatable,
too.
Right?
I feel like that's like a cool spin on the romantic sort of lyrics that you don't get as much. It's like more of a universal song of being like everybody has somebody, like you'll find your person over time, however long it takes, sort of thing.
I think that's a big part of this too. This is just a very sweet song overall,
for sure. Yeah.
All right, let's do Your Other Love. I do expect that ending to be like I just hear it.
You want to resolve?
You say you hear the you hear like the samba ending.
Yeah.
Is it the cha-cha?
Yeah, I hear it. Dun. Yeah.
Like a crisp period.
Yeah. Either way, it does not end that way. They just kind of go up and they leave you hanging for the next song. Yeah. But anyways,
it's a good song. It's very like lively, very bright, very warm. It's fun. I put finally some guitar.
Finally.
Track two.
Track two, yeah.
This whole that first track, there's only the one guitar part.
There's only a tiny bit of guitar on there.
Someone forgot
After
to
this
plug
guy
him
picked
in.
an album earlier this year that had no guitar on it.
Dude, the bass in this song is really nice too.
It is.
Lyrically, I also just like the the early version of like "Your boyfriend sucks, you should be with me" song. When I think of something, it's like I think of like hip hop songs or like or emo or whatever.
It's like a diss. This is a diss track.
I thought that he was being left by some. So basically, because I was like, this song's pretty fun. It's basically about a dude being cucked.
Dino, come on, man.
Because what is he? I mean, he's
I thought it was like he was saying you should be, but maybe
he says something like about like the guy being taller than him or something. Your other love may be handsome, and when he smiles, he's got a twinkle in his eye. Your love may be bolder, and when he holds you in his arms, you want to die. He says he loves you.
It's like it's like an old timey diss track. He's got a twinkle in his eye. It's like, what? Golly gee.
He goes, but your other love is gonna someday break your heart.
So take that.
Yeah. So like I know this guy's like wonderful and amazing, but he's gonna like he's gonna like break your heart, right? And then like you're gonna want to like be with me after that,
right?
He's
gonna be really bad when he breaks your heart.
So just come back to me now, and it's all okay.
Don't fall for that twinkle in his eye.
Yeah, I'll leave this out. This is like a little bit of like, like some incels might listen to this song and be like,
Right.
Dean like knew.
He got it.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
That guy was a Chad.
yeah.
Chad Martin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chad Martin always took all of Dean's girls.
He even says in this, he says, your other love is unfaithful when you're not there. Another girl is in his arms. But it sounds like he's convinced himself of this.
It's very like,
Yeah.
it makes me think of like Pinkerton Weezer.
Yeah.
You should be with me. This other guy sucks.
On El Scorcho or whatever.
Yeah. I was like reading a little bit about the songs as I was going through.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about everything, but this one feels like it's the next big one. And it is like, like, is it because it's track 2, like you were saying, or is it like,
is it just a good song?
Yeah, or were they like stacking it because they're like, I don't know how far people are gonna get in this. So like, because it was Connie Francis, I guess, said originally. It was hers originally, and then the people who wrote it, Dean Martin asked to rewrite it.
Klaus Ogerman and Ben Rayleigh. Wrote it for Connie Nelson in 1963. So it was like right before this.
Yeah, right. And he was like, "I want the boy version of it."
Because they rewrote the lyrics so that it could be like from a male perspective.
They're like, "How do we?"
And I'm like, I'm sure. I mean, and I read that too, and so I was listening to it, and I was like, this is pretty easy to rewrite. Like, when you're not there, another girl is in his arms. It's like really easy.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, we can do it, but it's gonna cost you.
But they made an easy mill.
You're right. We gotta get the typewriter back out.
At 55 seconds, the high octave strings, they mimic the brass in there. For you, there's a minute and 35 in. There's a sick tom roll. I wrote the song rides the beachy line. Almost feels beachy.
Oh yeah,
Coney Island.
Well, that's what we were saying. Yeah, we were saying like maybe samba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. What do we got? Shutters and boards.
This is when I was like, oh, they really front loaded this thing. We got shutters and boards coming up next.
Let's see. I almost forgot how it sounds. That is a smooth ass ending. Man.
Yeah, that is a smooth ending.
Wow.
It's so good. I really like that. I honestly really like the lyrics on this too.
I love this song.
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy about it, but I like the spirit of it. It's
Yeah.
The instrumentation.
But I
want to
hear from you guys though.
It's mixing it up. It's fresh. You're pulling in like a 6/8 beat.
Yeah.
It's like that. It literally feels like you're galloping with him back to the ranch or whatever. Right. And in 2 minutes 13 seconds he goes one more time.
Oh yeah.
I love that. Just
I love that stuff.
Do you think that the song was going to end and then he egged on the band to go one more time, or do you think?
No, it's planned. It's totally planned.
It's totally planned. Yeah, and he says it, and they're like he's drunk.
Yeah,
let it like
wasted in there.
Yeah, but then the ending was not supposed to happen. He's like, so
like,
and they're like, well, I mean, he like fucking nailed it, so I guess we'll leave it in. Yeah,
you can't not put that.
It's great. He goes super low
gold.
register.
Yeah. No, that's a great. Oh my god, hearing a bass voice like that is awesome.
Yeah, nice post breakup song. I like it.
Yeah, I was like, well, I have for my note for everybody loves someone. It's like everyone belongs to somebody. Your person will come. Then your other love is like, your boyfriend's a jerk. You should be with me. And then Shutters and Boards is like, was he the jerk this time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, there's multiple songs on this album where he says some shit where he's like, "I fucked this up," and like he straight up says he's like, "I was pretty mean to you," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Well, but then he admits it, but like somebody else wrote this, so I'm like, "Are they like?" And then he's like reading, he's like, "I didn't do that.
I didn't do that. I'm just saying."
Hey, wait a minute.
I would bet that. Well, actually, he'd been divorced by now, so I bet you that he's probably like, yeah, okay, I better.
He got me.
He got me.
The imagery is good, I'll say.
Yeah,
Boards,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
His heart's all closed up and ramshackled away.
Yeah, you
It's
guys are
locked
bringing
up.
me around. You're bringing me around to Shutters and Boards.
Yeah, yeah.
The secret sleeper hit.
Yeah.
The saloon saunter. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, Saloon
Talks
Saunter's
about
really
everybody loves somebody, but what they really should be talking about is Shutters and Boards. Let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do you want to do Baby O?
Let's do it.
Dude, yes. Dude, he had to have been so wasted when he recorded this song.
Was that a thing of his? Like, would he be drunk a lot? Or?
I mean, the rap, they're just like,
Well, his like presence on his variety show that comes out a year after this album is very like he's up there like I don't know if he is drunk or he's just because I know he's putting it on a little bit, but
Yeah,
he might be
definitely.
drunk while he's doing it too.
maybe he's definitely like Buzz.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah.
And I mean, drinking was like a huge, like Rat Pack culture kind of
Right,
thing too.
right,
but yeah, when you watch his variety show, he does bits where he's like drunk, but
Right.
he's not drunk. But I'm like,
Right.
but are you buzzed at least, or are you drunk and
Right.
you're able to just behave like you're drunk?
Because
Right.
he's drunk so often. he
You're
can play
Dean
it off.
Martin. I mean,
Right.
you're used to being drunk. I mean, you
How
know,
you function, yeah.
I love this song, guys.
what is that that's on? Is that xylophone? What's he
It's a
got?
marimba.
It's a marimba. Okay.
Marimba.
I keep on getting marimba and xylophone in my head.
Marimba's the much softer. The
Yeah,
xylophone's more
yeah.
piercing.
Okay.
Marimba's like little like wooden blocks of
Yeah.
fucking type of wood.
Yeah.
Oh, oak, yeah. I don't know.
Dude, oh, you had me. You should have just cut me off and been like, damn, dude,
Oh,
thanks.
okay, cool.
Because Nate, like,
I didn't want you guys
that.
to get like hate mail from
Yeah.
Marimba
It's
Incorporated.
not oak. It's actually.
I'll be like, what? This is 4 tracks in. They're getting real creative too. I mean, because like
Yes,
the
dude.
marimba's like, is that like the lead like instrument on
I mean,
this
it has
song?
a huge
It's-
presence in like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's in like a lot of shit.
I mean, it makes me think of the '60s when I'm listening to this too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dude, what about that key change, guys?
That's cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was nice.
That's like I feel like that is like something I like a lot with the big band stuff. Is they do a lot of like you get the jazzy like sort of stuff with
Yeah.
that every once in a
Yeah.
while. Yeah.
Yeah, key changes and bridge parts and stuff. When we're listening to like rock music, it usually I don't know. I feel like 50% of the time, at least, it like sticks out like a
Yeah.
sore thumb. Like
Yeah.
I know that somebody like built a bridge because they
Maybe
need
a little
one.
cheesy.
Yeah.
You know, you can't not have a bridge in the song, so I get it. But I hear the bridge and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, this could be better.
Yeah.
Or key changes, like yeah, this could be. But like this on this whole
Yeah.
album,
It
they
flows.
the any of the songs they do key changes, they do like bridge sections and stuff, and I'm like, this just
Yeah.
works in this song.
I feel like a lot of like when people do modulation, it's like let me do. Well, especially now, it's like okay, let me hit the last chorus in a different key.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and
It
it's
doesn't
just like
serve like a purpose. It's
Right.
just trying to be like a sonic.
It's trying to be like, well, we
Yeah.
need to change it up
Yeah.
somewhere, so
Yeah.
this is where we'll do it. Yeah.
exactly, and I feel like I kind of want to mess around more with it, but I like it more when the key change is not. Maybe like just hitting the third or hitting the fifth or whatever.
Right.
Like, it's
Yeah.
like a little bit more in.
It's fun if you do like the if you go like you're playing like the 1 to the 4 and then you hang on the 4 for a second and then go to the 4 of the 4, right? So then the 4 becomes the 1. You know what I'm saying?
Conceptually, yes. I haven't done it before.
Right,
but
you're playing A, and
Yeah.
then you go to D, back to A, then you
Uh-huh.
go to D and hold on D for a minute,
Uh-huh.
D, and then you go to like G.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
cool.
you reset the one.
Yes, exactly.
I
Yeah.
got you. That I think is like slick.
fun.
Like that's
It's
a cool
fun,
move
yeah.
for sure.
I think though
Yeah.
Herb Alpert did it really well. They did do it randomly and just pitch it up out of nowhere. But it was only a half step. every
That's
time.
more '60s instrumentation, you know. So
Exactly.
that's where I think that they just like big bands like have that down.
Yeah.
Whereas like then we're listening to people who like played music in their garage, and so like doing a key change, I think like where these are like professionals who are, orchestrating
everything,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got the music notation out, and they're like, yeah, that's a good move though. Is resetting the one. I kind of want to.
Don't go running around Queens telling everybody.
Everybody,
Keep it quiet between these two bands,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, cut that out. Cut that out.
Yeah.
No, we got.
Dude, there's an electric guitar way in the back of this mix.
I like
Okay.
this subplot of Deerstalker, like
Well-
where are the guitars in these songs?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
a thing in this genre in this time? They have them there. They're just like so subtle. Oh, there's like a call and repeat between Dean and the backing vocals for like 1 minute.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
Yep.
Super short, tiny drum fill at 149 that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Trombones come in, and then my favorite part of the song is at 207 when those like wah backing vocals come in.
Yeah.
That's super 50s, and I like how they put that in there. And the whole entire song is like this very steady crescendo that just gets more and more.
Yeah.
There's just more shit going on as we go forward.
Yeah, it builds and builds.
It's not crowded, it's building.
Yeah, this thing was an A-side in 1962. So this is its first time like on an album.
Well, it was an A-side,
Mm-hmm.
and that means it wasn't on an album before?
Yeah, so it's just
on
like...
a 45.
Yeah, it's on a 45, so you just got your A-side and your B-side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like released as a single, basically.
Gotcha. Okay. I think we got to put on the record, because I said this during the song, that Sugar Plum and Yummy Yum are iconic lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Sugar Plum. You are
Just, like,
so
having
yummy,
fun.
yum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3, maybe. Like.
Well, and then he goes on to say, plus to wit and whereas... Trey Jolie,
etc.
etc. Yeah, and so you're just saying a bunch of like you're basically saying etc. 4 times. Oh no, and then he says and all that jazz. So he basically says etc. like I guess he's saying like I can compliment you all day long.
Yeah, in any language you want.
Now there is a lyric in here where he says, baby oh, there are laws. So I wrote to old Santa Claus. Under my mistletoe, just for one, please leave one. And I'm like, there are laws? Like, and then he says he wrote Santa Claus. I'm like, so are you saying that she's so young that he's not allowed to date her, so Santa Claus is going to sneak him into the house for her?
Through the chimney.
I didn't
Because
even go
this
there.
doesn't come up at all in the song. This never comes up at another point, like anything about that. It's just him saying there are laws, so I'm going to write Santa Claus. And I'm like, are you? I'm just like, what's being insinuated?
Burn bright, burn quick.
A little voice.
I put a star next to this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we know who the female vocalist is in this song?
I didn't have a chance to look it up.
This doesn't like have a page online or anything that I could find, like who is accompanying him, but
Yeah.
her voice is great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the way this song starts is incredible. It is like the perfect amount of tremolo on that guitar.
Yeah.
The perfect chord to be playing right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my headphones. I turned up super loud, and he plucks his low E string. He goes boom, bing. So it's not just like a.
Yeah.
It's not just a strum. It's like a boom, bing.
Right. So
Yeah.
It's like
It's
hits
nice.
the top and then,
Yeah.
Nice. The pizzicato strings are in there too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I love this song, guys.
This is
a
another
good one.
song that, I mean, you don't have to deal with like a verse, chorus kind of thing. Like this thing is very like on its own track. Doesn't necessarily like hit a chorus all the time.
Yeah.
It just flows. It really just like flows through and it lifts up a lot.
Yeah. That's a good point about the arrangement, because it's like, it is like section wise, it's like A, B, A, but like they never go back to the chorus. Or whatever, But like
That super dramatic chorus.
and it's like they got the minor, like whatever, but they do hit the A section again, verse or whatever, with the key change. So like every
This is at,
single
like,
section of the song is
117.
different. Yeah. In a way, you know,
Yeah,
like,
it's
melodically.
great.
Yeah.
I like to write songs like that.
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
fun.
it's simple, but it's still like variation on literally every section. You know, which is pretty cool.
And this is really good placement in the album too, I think.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Put her
This
after
doesn't-
Baby O.
This does not feel like a collection of B-sides to me.
Uh-uh.
I thought it upon the first listen. I thought, oh, this is an album.
Yeah, I know. I did not know.
Dino got us again.
Well, because
guys.
I thought
Tricked
that
us.
I thought I picked like a full on album, but this thing is not. But this is a B side to the original "Everybody Loves Somebody." This is the B side.
Okay. Oh, in the back, there's like a parlor player piano kind of sound.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really like that.
Mhm.
It just gives it a nice flavor.
Yeah, I think the vocalist is like really cool too, and like the little chanting in the back. It feels very like
Yeah.
it's not call and response, but sort of like like duet-y, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, definitely.
Like he's definitely the lead part of it, but she gets to start the song, which is like
She does, yeah.
Mhm. They're having a conversation for sure.
yeah, it's cool.
There's a lot of good things on this album.
Yeah. All right. Things is the next song.
I don't know if you realize what you did.
You saying that's a Bobby Darin song?
Oh, dude, I love
Yeah.
Bobby Darin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that at the bottom of like the lyrics thing, so
Nice,
I didn't
good
do
call
any
out.
additional verification.
But-
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's it. You gotta get out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this was on the this was also on the Dean Tex Martin Country Style album.
Dude, that sounds
Checks
like
out.
a menu album. I mean,
A
a menu
item at the
item at Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
I just have to say,
It's really just like, do you want that Dean Tex Martin Country Style, which just means smothered in gravy. It doesn't matter what menu item
Come
it is.
again?
Yeah.
when I go to my grandma's house, she shows me like old pictures of her in the early '60s.
Yeah.
And it's like that suburban life, and it's like this is how that feels. It's like idyllic, just like
Yeah.
normal,
Yeah.
like comfortable, nice. What am I saying? You know,
Mhm.
it's like family life.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, simple, it's wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a sweet song.
Was it like a yard with a white picket fence, American Dreams, or whatever?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
thing?
Yeah, like the Atomic Family. or
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
Right, shit like that.
Yeah, his voice is like really soaring.
This is one of my favorite vocal melodies on the album.
Oh, this is a really good vocal melody. I really like the backing vocals, but they're it's like they're like pitched up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They're like but they support the song really well.
Mhm.
But yeah, they definitely sound like
It's the way they say
they've
some
been
of the
messed
stuff.
with a bit.
We got more marimba in the song for you, Nate.
More, yeah, it's all over this album.
How you like that? Can you change it 1 minute 33 seconds? Oh, guys, there's a crispy acoustic guitar in the very back of the mix.
We got it. We got it.
It's there. By gosh.
It's just, I think that guitar is just more for support on these tracks, you know? I think that's really just
Yeah,
what they're
absolutely.
using on these.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like the zoom enhance, but like with audio.
Yeah, yeah.
What is that? Bring it up. Bring it up. There it is.
There's a big old 14-second fade down at the end.
Uh-huh.
That's nice. That's a long time to fade a song out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Someone's riding the fader too, because they didn't have automation back then. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I know, right?
What is next? My Heart Cries for You.
This is my favorite song.
Ooh, cool.
Yep.
Why?
I'm a sucker. Like one of my favorite bands is the Killers, like early Killers
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
Samstown, like
Yeah.
and Bruce. I love Bruce Springsteen. Like I love a big chorus. Like I'm a big
Yeah,
chorus, heart
yeah.
on your sleeve kind of guy.
Okay.
Andy, you're a
Yeah.
star.
Oh, that I love that
Yeah.
you went there.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that song. Back half of Hot Fuss is so good.
Yeah,
Underrated.
that-
yeah.
Yeah, album is
Because that first
fucking
5 songs
great.
are like singles, which are also amazing, but back
Mhm.
half is really good. But yeah, I mean, he just goes in right away, big chorus on this song, and yeah, like I said, like I think that not to say it's the most sincere one, but I feel like this sounds like his more vulnerable one, especially coming off of Things, which has a little bit more of a
Right.
humor to it.
Mhm.
Then we hit like
So let's get serious for a second.
Yeah,
Everyone.
yeah.
There's electric guitar in this song. And we can hear it. And it's good. With some tremolo.
Uh-huh.
There's an acoustic guitar that's in the back of the mix. There's just like a lot of texture. Like the
Yeah,
reason I'm
yeah.
saying this, there's a lot of texture that's happening throughout this album.
Mhm.
Even though you can't really hear what the guitar player is doing, it's just really nice. It adds to this whole like it's lush. It's this
Yeah.
lush listening experience that I really like.
oh yeah, there's some jazzy little
Yeah,
piano parts
yeah.
in there. Yeah, it's like I don't know, sprinkled throughout.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
In the second chorus, I think the electric guitar matches Dean's vocals, which
Mhm.
is nice. At the fourth chorus, I'm wanting some type of variation on the theme.
Mm.
Like it's just like the same melody is repeated over
Right,
and over.
right.
So I could want a little change.
Yeah, yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
I'll put that in my cover.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Sick.
Guitar solo rips through.
Actually, that'd be cool.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool. At the very end, Dean is singing like this long low note, and then there's
Yeah.
a flourish on the harp that kind of like punctuates it,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
done. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Like the ending to a Disney cartoon.
Right.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what this song feels
Uh-huh.
like.
I got fantastical written down.
Fantastical.
Right?
Yes,
like
dude.
I was
Yeah.
gonna write Fantasia, so that would have been very Disney. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love
Yeah,
Fantasia.
So good.
Wow.
very like love ballad
Yeah.
style song.
I think he's a key change in this one too, though, right?
They do a key change on this one too. Yeah. This was also on the Dean Tex Martin country
Dude,
style
that album. I might need to listen to that album.
Yeah.
I've been liking these ones, and I guess if you do some country west, like you got some guitar going.
What do you think, Nate? You like this too?
This is my least favorite.
Really?
Track on the album. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, which is kind of how it has been going for a few episodes too. Is like something like, this is my favorite. Really, it's my least favorite. That's happened a few times
What do you not like about it? Is it in relation to the album?
I
or
think
like
I really think it's just it just opens on him going my, and I'm like, and I wrote down a tad dramatic.
Yeah, but just think about it. If they're recording these throughout back to back in the studio, he is so fucking wasted right now. He's at that drunk sad point. He's like, my.
I like this.
No, I'll be honest. Just because it's my least favorite on the album doesn't mean that like I don't like it or anything. But it's my least favorite.
No, yeah, that's established. Yeah.
But yeah, this subplot of him like getting drunk, then like they gotta because then the next one is Siesta Fiesta, so that kind of makes perfect sense.
I love this idea, like because I was like, God, these aren't really concept albums, but like I like that the idea of it. Not that they have to be concept albums, but like I like that there is a concept, and it's that Dean just gets drunk throughout the course. That's the current throughout.
I mean, I think because we've now released 16 episodes. I think we've only come into contact with like one or two true concept albums. I don't think that there's really we still like haven't run into a lot of them. It's hard. It's fucking hard to do. Well, the Downward Spiral is like the Tallest Man on Earth was somewhat a concept album. He sort of goes through stages of a breakup in that album.
But I was thinking of a different one. What was the other one?
I don't know. King Gizzard has half of that album is a concept album, and then they just kind of do whatever they want with it. So it's sort of a concept
the Gizzard
album
thing. They're just doing whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, some of my favorites are concept albums. I just get so into the lore. Like Age of Odds is like...
Yeah.
That's your mind reading about that album.
You can sit and you can read about it and stuff. But most of the albums that we picked, like, because I just kind of assumed a lot of albums were concept albums too. And then we got into them and I'm like, you know what? People just make albums. I mean, because you do need to put out albums. And
there's not a ton of overlap in my... Well, that's not completely true. But like a lot of my favorite artists aren't in my favorite albums.
Okay.
Because concept albums usually rank higher for me.
Yeah. Siesta Fiesta.
I love the sound of the song, guys. This is a great song. There is I had to crank my headphones. There's an awesome electric guitar line in there, and they bury it. It is so good.
Oh yeah.
It's like boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
It's so good, and it's clean. It's a nice.
Yeah, D. Martin's in the studio. He's like, turn that shit off.
Probably.
There's no rock bands.
You can say here, and he tells the guy on the mix, turn that down. Just turn it all the way down.
Yeah. Oh, the snare drum sticks out. I like that.
Oh yeah. It pops. It like really pops in there. Yeah. The drums actually are kind of like a little more in the front on this one.
Finally. Dude.
Yeah. It feels like a variety show kind of performance song.
Yeah.
Like you go and they'd be like, "Who here is ready for a fiesta?" You know,
and then they bring out the fucking like the sombrero.
Yeah, he is, and of course he's wearing a sombrero, and he's like, "Woo!" Yeah, he's like pretending to drink tequila or something.
Super bad taste. You know how they were back then.
Yeah, it does this. It's a fun song. It does have the feeling that they were like
making fun of stuff.
Well, it really feels like somebody was in a room and they went, siesta and fiesta rhyme. Let's work backwards from there to make a song.
I think that's exactly what happened. And also, like, Dean is like 6 fingers or 7 fingers of whiskey in at this point.
Yeah.
He's hit like 4 saloons at this point. Like,
Maybe bourbon.
There you go.
The instrumentation on this is really good.
I know. Bump that guitar up, guys.
Okay, you just have to hear these lyrics really quick. Please don't think that I have no ambition, because too many girls who need some kissing.
Oh my god.
So,
at the end, you can really hear that electric guitar line during the fade out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so good. I don't know why they don't push that up in the
I
mix.
think it's just, it's 1964.
Yeah.
You're sitting there at the board, and they're like, we have a whole fucking orchestra we hired for this thing.
Why are you pushing that kid's guitar up?
Yeah, exactly. From Lover to Loser.
Yeah, I like this one.
I can hear the guitar line more in this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about when we were playing the music back that the correlation between putting more guitar into the song relates to like that the Tex Rise Again album.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the country western sound.
Yeah.
That's really interesting because like this whole time in my head I'm thinking like he's like anti-guitar because he's anti-rock and roll, but he was born in like 1917, so he grew up listening to like it wasn't country music to him, it was just kind of like music.
Yeah.
Right? And had a lot of like Hank Williams had some sick guitar in it. And like I said, he's not anti-guitar, he's just anti-rock.
Well, he's anti-rock, and in his defense too, I don't know if he's arranging any of this either.
No, he's just there.
I think he's there singing the lead.
But it's just cool to think about.
Yeah, and
there is a correlation.
whoever's producing it is like, no, we don't put guitar up front in this stuff. That's not what this music is.
I wonder too, like the people that they had sit in on the sessions. Like, okay, you're playing a country western song and you're a guitar player, but you like probably are influenced by what's happening with like blues and rock at that time.
Of course,
if you're a musician. And they're like, okay, play a little solo or whatever, like fill this little gap, So I don't know. Like some of the stuff that they were riffing on in there felt a little like bluesy,
It's cool. Yeah, it gives it its own unique kind of feel. It's not country western. It's something different.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that one. I like how he hits the loser. Yeah. I think that it's fun. It's funny, and it's like, but it's not like it's like dry funny.
Yeah. Yeah. This is another one I think where he's saying like, "This is my fault. I did this."
He's like, "I'm the loser."
Okay,
you got me.
Yeah, you got me.
Like, okay.
Oh yeah, look at you. Once were so hungry for my embrace. Now goodbye is written all over your face.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good lyrics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
So this like jazzy bluesy piano has this really nice counter melody that is like sprinkling around the vocal melody through the whole song.
Yeah.
At 2 minutes and 5 seconds, an acoustic guitar replaces the piano with this nice counter melody that goes in and out, and it's really subtle, but it's a nice change, and you can actually hear it. Kind of.
And that's like really arranging this too.
Exactly. Someone sat down there like, I want an acoustic guitar
subtle,
right?
Subtle things to keep the listener
the ear.
Like
keep them engaged.
Yeah, you're gonna be engaged, and you're not gonna actively be thinking about it either.
Yeah, just good arranging.
I think this is my favorite on the album.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I think it's one of my least favorites.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah.
This one's up there for me.
It's
but it's
so corny, guys.
I like some cheese.
Oh,
the placement is good though. I like the placement of it a lot. Right after Siesta Fiesta.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like the album still has like a momentum to it. That I'm like, oh, I want to hear the rest of this B-side right now.
Yeah. Do you want to do Just Close Your Eyes?
This is one of my favorite ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's up there for me too.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's got like that Italian Mediterranean feel.
Yeah.
Featuring the mandolin.
Yeah.
It's so nice to hear a mandolin in the context of like not bluegrass.
Yeah.
I love bluegrass. I'm from East Tennessee, but like hearing it in like the Mediterranean way is so awesome. Oh, I like the rhymes. His rhyming scheme is really nice.
The lyrics are strong on this one comparatively. I feel like they don't feel phoned in the same way.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, it's just kind of like a quick walk through of like major spots in Europe to vacation.
Yeah,
because they mostly do Italy, but they do talk about being in London at some point in this. Yeah. So it works because the song is about just like sitting at home with somebody and closing your eyes with them and imagining being on vacation with them, which is like really sweet. That's like really cute.
Wholesome. Yeah, it's so wholesome.
Yeah.
We got some harp runs going up all around in the background. The percussion is super minimal, but the bass is acting very percussively, and it's only playing on like beats 1 and 3.
Yeah,
which I like. Just a little different than what else that they do previously.
I do think this is like probably most different pace song on here, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, like, because
slow.
Yeah, because From Lover to Loser sort of still has like some sort of driving beat underneath
Yeah,
it. This
yeah,
one
yeah.
is just kind of like, I mean, this opens being like, this is going to be nice. And
Yeah.
It's like you're closing your eyes. It's like you're just kind of blobbing
Mhm.
around in your imagination.
On
Yeah.
the gondola. Like,
Yeah, I do picture a gondola. You are right.
Yes, dude, yes.
The next song is Karina Karina.
Yeah, I mean, Ty brought up Chuck Berry, which is very.
yes,
I mean, like,
dude.
Yeah.
if you're gonna think, like, if you're not listening to the song, you just have to think Chuck Berry.
If
I mean,
you
that's
play-
very,
If you play that guitar solo
Yeah,
by
man.
itself, it could be Chuck Berry.
people would, think it's Chuck Berry. Yeah,
He's like, I'll just come by for a quick.
just hanging out with Dean.
There's a dude
Yeah.
in there within the song. There's a baritone guitar that has some nice runs.
oh,
popping.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just one guitar.
No, there's a baritone guitar. He's like,
The piano on this song is like really fucking.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it plays off the guitar really nice.
It
Yes.
it does.
Yes.
Yeah. The strings even are like they like soar, and then like on the choruses they'll go staccato if they have to,
Mhm.
and so those strings like kind of just like the guitar's doing really well, but I think the strings are the ones that are subtly kind of like carrying the weight of the song the whole time because
Yeah.
they are just they're supporting everything.
sounds great.
Yeah, yeah, but that guitar solo is like fun.
Out of
Guitar solo is, like, a
nowhere.
lot of fun. Which is it's great to on second to last song to put down the second.
Yeah,
to last.
yeah,
It has
yeah.
like such great placement on this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking
goof off a
album.
little bit, you know.
Yeah.
The guitar really just popped for me for sure.
All right, so then we go into Facing a Crowd, which is the last song on the album.
Where do you guys come
Yeah.
down on this one?
It's just like the bar's closed, the lights are on, and the regulars are left.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it feels.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular, but it's a nice ending.
Yeah, it does kind of outro the album
You know?
well.
It's got a nice like from the guitar the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I kind of was like,
Oh, the backing vocals are panned hard to the left, all the way to the left.
Yeah,
I
I
really
heard
liked
that
that.
in my headphones.
That was great.
You were kind of like, what?
I was just kind of like, all right, this is over.
Yeah.
Like Dean's drunk. Is he still singing?
Yeah,
It's
like,
really the thing that kept me listening on this song was that guitar. Like
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's
the
weird.
the whole way through I was like, this is pretty. I like that guitar a lot. It's really cool. But I can see like this is just like the energy has gone like way down.
yeah. Especially and then that's when I kind of think again, where I'm like, okay, you guys went hard at the beginning,
Mhm.
and then it kind of feels like it petered out at the way end.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I actually did really like. I think it's just for the very last song. It's almost like that should have been a B-side to the B-side
Mhm.
album.
So because this is also from Dean Tex Martin Country Style.
Okay.
It's and it was an A side that they released. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
they were like, "This is the one."
yeah. This and then there was another A side somewhere in there. Oh no, that was an A side from the one previous Karina Karina was also an A side.
That one I like. I like that one.
Yeah, but I think that they sort of like stealth, like got that Dean Tex Martin Country Style album onto this one in a way because there's like 5
I
tracks
know.
from that on this.
I was like, how many songs are on that album? Like,
Yeah.
what is even on there?
I really wonder if they were like this thing was good, but other tracks on the album like turned people off. So
Yeah.
instead, we're just gonna like
Trojan
get
horse.
the best ones. Yeah, we're gonna Trojan
Yes,
horse onto
exactly.
this, and then just get that to chart. Yeah,
Right. We tie those all around. Everybody loves somebody, and like,
yeah.
get people to buy them. Yeah, I'm into it.
I would own this on vinyl. I think.
Would you own this on a vinyl record?
I don't know. I feel like I want a Dean Martin album.
Okay,
But
vinyl.
maybe not this.
But I
one.
don't. I would
Definitely
want
not
to
this one.
peruse.
Yeah.
Like I
he's
feel
got
like
really good, like,
yeah.
organized shit.
because
Yeah.
not
I wouldn't
Dean's.
want like 5 Dean Martin albums. I would want to find like the right like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And this one definitely
Yeah.
got me like intrigued of listening to more albums of his.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I could see myself owning this, but I feel like right now I'm still in my like, you know, what are all the options sort of like moment,
Yeah.
you know,
Cruise at the store.
like
Mhm.
listening to the cuts on iTunes as I'm trying to decide like
Yeah,
which one I want to invest my money in. You know? Yeah. But I definitely like it. I just wonder if it's
If it's the one for you, yeah,
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you got to dive in a little more. How about what would you own this one, Vinyl?
No, I'd rather have like a proper album, not a collection of.
No, not a collection.
these.
Man, I enjoyed this.
Mhm.
I think
it's
I
great.
would own this.
You
yeah.
would?
Yeah, I would
Okay,
own some of
cool.
them, yeah.
What did he do after this?
Well, this album releases August 4th, 1964.
What else releases around this time?
Well, I'll tell you about that in the
You get into
Billboard 200.
Oh yeah, that's
now,
right. That's right.
on the same day, his other album releases, which is funny. But this did go gold. And Everybody Loves Somebody, the title track on this, knocked A Hard Day's Night off the number one spot on the Billboard 200. Eventually,
A Hard Day's Night, like
not
by
in-
the Beatles.
by the Beatles, not in its first week
Meet
either.
the Beatles. Hard Day's Night.
And interestingly enough, he even said, so he was, like I said, he resented rock and roll, but his son, who was 12 at the time, loved the Beatles, like a lot of young kids did, and he told his son, "I'm going to knock your pallies off the charts."
And he actually did.
And then he did.
Holy shit.
And while the anti-rock and roll sentiment is not, like, I'm not huge on, because I love rock and roll, that's pretty funny.
It's hilarious, dude.
To his child too.
Yeah, he told his 12-year-old son, like, "You fuck your fucking friends. I'm going to kick them off the charts." And then he did. And that was later on in the charts, which I'll talk about in a second.
I want to call someone a pally as I'm insulted.
Yeah, your pallies, yeah.
That's fun. But you have to be holding a martini glass.
A Dino Martini
Yeah,
glass.
you and your pallies.
I guess I'll talk about the rest of this after we do. So then the other thing we do on here is after we discuss the album, then we just go over what the top 10 in the Billboard 200 albums were the week this came out.
The week after.
Or the week after, or the week after. In this case, because it charted the first week that this charted, just to see like where music was at the time of the album that we're discussing. But yeah, so this comes out. We already said it, but August 4th, 1964. This thing charts August 15th, 1964, which is pretty quick.
That's fast. He climbs those charts fast.
Some of the albums we've looked at have taken like months to chart, and this thing was right there.
Especially for that time, I feel like.
Yeah, so it hits the chart. So it eventually goes to number 2, but it starts out at number 108 on the charts. But that week, when it's at 108, number 10 is "Cotton Candy" by Al Hirt.
Al Hirt is, dude. I have his records,
dude.
And he's a good trumpet player.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yes, dude.
The
Dave Clark 5 Return by the Dave Clark 5, part of the British invasion.
Well, they're returning. I didn't meet him the first time.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
The Pink Panther by Harry Mancini.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, good out. All Summer Long by the Beach Boys.
Who?
Yeah. Number 6 is Something New by the Beatles.
Oh, yes. Dude.
Number 5 is the Hello Dolly soundtrack to Hello Dolly,
I don't know what that is.
featuring the original cast. It's a play. It's a musical. 26 weeks on the charts at this point. That's back when like musicals could like actually chart.
Yeah.
Funny Girl by Barbra Streisand is at number 4.
Hell yeah.
She, whether we're in the 2010s or the aughts or the 70s, Barbra Streisand is constantly in the top 10 on the charts.
She's always on this show.
That's
That's
impressive.
Yeah.
And then Hello Dolly appears again at number 3 by Louis Armstrong.
Yep. Who I actually just found out after he got big and rich and famous, he moved to Corona, 107th Street in Queens.
Huh.
He chose to live with the working class because he felt most comfortable.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wholesome.
At number 2 is Getz and Gilberto.
Dude, oh my God, Stan Getz and Joao Gilberto.
Yeah. Yes.
That is one of my all-time. That is in my top 5.
A Bossa album is at number 2.
Yes,
on the charts at this time.
that's in my top
What a
5.
time to be listening to music.
I
It's so
know.
cool. And then at number 1 currently is A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles. So
Dude,
a good time. And then after this album comes out, it's not soon after that. Then in 1965, he starts his variety show, which then puts him even further into icon status than he already is at.
Is that what it was called?
I think so, right?
The Dean Martin, either Dean Martin variety show or just Dean Martin show. And then this song is his signature song that he sings as the theme every episode.
Oh man.
So you get to like watch him sing the theme instead of just having some like theme pop up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then this goes even further, that Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime is on his headstone.
Really?
Yeah. And eventually the single got inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999. And then the next album after this one is The Door Is Still Open to My Heart. That's his follow-up album.
Cool.
Yeah. We got Room on Fire by The Strokes. So this was JR's pick, and this is the album that you've listened to in its entirety before. I think all of us have.
Yeah.
Although I've never listened to this thing from front to back. I've just heard everything on this album before. This is the first time I'd like listened to it from front to back.
Yeah. My story with this album is that I first listened to The Strokes from this is part of my like indie rock awakening. Was First Impressions of Earth.
Oh, okay.
That was like around the time. It was like 2008, so I was like 13 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting album to like bust into.
Right. That was the one that came out, I think.
Yeah.
2000. Oh, I think maybe it came out 2006 or whatever, but like maybe it was later though. I don't remember. But then I was like, "Oh, I want to buy more of The Strokes and listen to them." Yeah. And so I bought my dad as a birthday gift Is This It? And just like downloaded it onto my computer.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. That's
I did that move so many times. It's embarrassing. I wanted him to like it, but like I also was like, I'm gonna put not really. But and then I got Room on Fire as my own thing. But I was such a psycho with this stuff. I would just like literally make everybody, because like however old I'm driving around with my parents or whatever, I would just play the album back to front and be like, play it again.
Room on Fire?
Specifically Room on Fire. I think I abuse this the most, but I would do it with everything.
Sure. Yeah, I think my introduction to The Strokes was definitely like Last Night. I mean, that's like that was just like such a hit song that it was unavoidable. And then it was from there that I started to get into Is This It? Yeah. And then I don't even remember like what year this would be that I got into any of The Strokes. And then I jumped to what's the one with Machu Picchu on it?
Angles.
Angles.
Dude,
I jumped
Angles
to,
is really
I did Is This It? And then I jumped to Angles, and then it took me, I mean, like there's a couple songs here like 1251 or whatever that I knew, but it took me a while to come back around to Room on Fire, then First Impressions of Earth, and then I like pre-ordered Come Down Machine when that was coming out.
That's a great album.
Yeah.
I don't think they've put out a single bad record, and I think that's really hard like I love the Killers, but they fell off after day and age, in my opinion. Like it goes down in quality, and there's definitely like arguments to be made that not every Strokes record is amazing, but I'm just like astounded by the quality of each record.
If they're consistently like nice, polished pieces of art.
They have an advantage where I don't think they stray too far from their core sound every time either.
Which is nice because some bands like go wild and leave their roots. So it's like a consistent, like you kind of know what you're
because you need to strike a balance of not going stale either. And they've done a good job of like kind of experimenting while staying in their core sound. Yeah. But a lot of, it's you do have to try to explore outside of your sound, or people are going to be like, what's the point in making more records if they're all going to just sound the same? Yeah. So, which I know we'll get into on this, but what's your relationship with the Strokes? JR?
Man, I found them when I was in high school, and it was just like growing up listening to like classic rock and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, this is rock and roll, but it's like a different flavor.
Yeah.
Why do I like this so much? So I listened to like, Is This It? Like almost every single day since the day I found them. Just like, this is awesome. I played it in my car, I had the CD and everything. It was cool. Yeah. They've just always been around. I was like, oh, they're from New York City, so this is got to be what New York sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, this is
it's pretty damn close.
Yeah, this is kind of in the vein of like the Ramones and stuff.
Because I moved to Midtown, and I was like, I lived right near the music building where they would practice.
Yeah.
I'll get into it.
Funkadelic.
The people who are in this band, it's on bass is Nikolai Freicher.
Yeah, something like that.
Frature?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not good at pronouncing the names. On drums is Fabrizio Moretti.
Mhm.
Guitars are Albert Hammond Jr. and Nick Valenci.
Yep.
Julian Casablancas is on vocals. The head engineer is Toshikazu Yoshioka. And mastering is Greg Calby and Steve Filone at Sterling Sound in Edgewater, New Jersey.
Did they have Gordon Raphael on production on this, or?
Yeah. Gordon Raphael. Well,
it's in
you,
here somewhere.
I mean, okay, because you might know about this too. Then, yeah. What happened with that?
So Julian, Nick, and Fabrizio played music as teenagers while they attended Dwight's school on the Upper West Side.
Yeah. Everybody knows this is a.
Everyone knows.
A
They all know.
nepo.
The
band,
only member that's not. Oh, you sorry.
No, it's
No. The only member that's not is
Nikolai. Yeah.
He's the only
he's the only.
He's the only guy that's not like fabulously wealthy.
Yeah. In this band, yeah.
Right. It's like a super expensive private school on the Upper West Side.
Mm-hmm.
They played music for a while, and later they had Nikolai. They would practice a lot in the music building in Midtown, which I used to live near there.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first New York apartment in Midtown, and it's pretty cool. So they played the first show as the Strokes ever, September 14th, 1999, at the Spiral
Okay.
on the Lower East Side. And they're playing mostly on the Lower East Side. They play at Arlene's Grocery, CBGB's, Brownies, Luna Lounge, Lit Lounge, Baby Jupiter, and they had a weekly residence at Mercury Lounge, which was pretty cool.
Good for them.
Me and Sarah played there once.
I think they started the Mercury Lounge, like being like a resident there.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool place.
Yeah, I've never been, but it's iconic for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
A cool name too.
Yeah.
So while they're at Mercury Lounge, they get Ryan Gentle's attention, who is he's the booker for Mercury Lounge. So he's like, "You guys are great." He quits his job and becomes their manager, which is cool. Okay, so they come out with "Is This It?" Whatever. Then they do a world tour, which includes Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, and North America.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy.
Guys, they do a world tour after their first album.
Well, that's also though because "Is This It" came out and there was a huge bidding war on that.
Yes.
Album, and
it's
so
like the first time in a long time over a rock band.
Yeah, and so they were going to. I mean, they were going to be like huge no matter what.
Right.
Like that,
Regardless of
because
what
that
they
bidding
did.
war, it didn't matter if they were and it's at this point that it's like they have skill
Yeah.
that is regardless of if their families were rich or not.
Yeah.
They're a very skilled band that's like going to go places.
They've totally proven themselves as musicians.
Yeah.
So I feel like their world tour has a lot to do with just like how good of a band they were and how much they like broke out at that time too.
There was one of the big labels that they were going to sign for was like, we want you to use like this hot producer.
Yeah.
And they like went to dinner or Julian went to dinner or something with him, and he's like, nah, we don't want to do that. We want to use Gordon Raphael. It was
Yeah.
Recorded our
that was on the
demos in
first
shitty basement. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
When they're doing the European leg of their world tour, they self-make a mini doc in transit.
Yep.
I've never seen it, but
I've seen it.
It's good?
Yeah. This is like, I usually don't know jack shit about anything. So I'm
Yeah. You're like, I know this.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're making like a documentary. They're killing it out there.
It's also important to note too that like they were hip hop and R&B and stuff were huge, but then the rock music that was big at the time was nu metal. That was
that's right.
They were you had Nickelback. Who else did I write down?
System of a Down, I think, was big, right?
Oh well, System of a Down came out with their debut the same day that they came out with their debut album. Yeah. But Linkin Park. Linkin Park is who I'm thinking of. Really, is like the
Yeah.
So the Strokes, they began recording "Room on Fire" with producer Nigel Godrich, who is the producer of Radiohead.
Yeah, he did the Bends and Kid A and. As I think it makes sense for them to pick him initially because, like, they knew what the pressure was from having like the biggest debut album in a long fucking time by a band. And they're like, we need to do something different. We need to change direction. And he guided Radiohead through 4 different albums that like were able to change direction and still hit every time. So I get what their thinking was when they picked him initially.
According to the band, their work together was soulless. Not like a fuck you, like you don't know what you're doing. It was just Julian wanted to do something specific, and then
Yeah.
Nigel had something very specific that he wanted to do.
And then Godrich also said, "Why would you hire me to produce if you aren't prepared to do things my way?"
Yeah, it's so fair. That's so fair, though. After that, they went back to their original producer, Gordon, and they were given 3 months to record Room on Fire.
And Raphael had used TMF Studios before to record with Regina Spektor, so he was like, "I'll just take you guys over there because I really like this place."
TMF is in Greenwich Village. In
Manhattan,
for
and
all
it's
those listeners.
And it's like a much better recording studio than the first one they used, or it's like, more expensive, really.
Yeah.
And and so his style is to do more stripped down, analog, vintage versions of the stuff, and just like record, play.
Yeah.
Let's just get which is what they just wanted to go back to in the first place. So that's like why they did it. I think they kind of copped out and said that this is a companion piece to Is This It? After they wound up just kind of like turning this back into the direction of Is This It? Which is totally fine. Like, I don't
Yeah,
mind.
I'm into it. Personally.
At the time, I think that the pressure was on that they make something that was an incredible follow-up, and people were like, there's no way they'll do it. And so then when they made it a companion piece instead, I think that they like ducked into those talking points of being like, it's like a cousin to the first album. That's all it is.
Sure, Julian.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, it's fine either way. This is a great album, but the big change is that they've now toured around the world. They're like a really tight band. Even Raphael, like once they got into the studio with him, he was like, this is kind of like they're like more moody. Albert Hammond Jr. is starting to use heroin around this time. Yeah. It's like, he was like, they were tight. Like they played real tight compared to when they recorded the first album. And there's a little bit of like the political climate because of George W. Bush that's like also reflected like in darker tones on this album. Yeah.
You got anything, Trey?
I'll sprinkle some stuff
in.
I feel like one of the big things I like about this time is that they've like formed a scene. And like, like Gordon Raphael is kind of part of that scene, and he brings Regina Spektor to Julian and says, "Hey, I think you'd really like her." Like, shows some demos. I heard her play at, I think she played at like the Sidewalk Cafe, like in Alphabet City, and he like really took to her and like wanted her to come on the tours with them. Moldy Peaches too, like they really took to those guys.
Good.
Like
so good.
There's like this whole anti-folk movement happening at that Sidewalk Cafe venue. Them Kings of Leon came up from the South and were like playing around and toured with them a good amount too. They like were really good about, like, I think Julian gets a reputation for being an asshole, and he is kind of an asshole, but like he also is like, I think, like a very good person to have as a friend and in like in your circle and everything. One of the reasons the Strokes hate the book is because it revealed that Albert Hammond Jr. had a huge heroin problem. Yeah. And like
the book being Meet Me in the Bathroom.
Meet Me in the Bathroom. Yeah. And like, I thought there was some cool stuff in the book too, where they was talking about like, when he was working with Gordon Raphael, he'd be like, "Oh, I want the hi-hat to sound like a rich man, like shaking like his martini, whatever." Like he would describe things like very like imagery based to them, and he'd like kind of like had their own language with each other. Yeah. And my hot take is that I actually feel like this album gets compared to Is This It all the time. Yeah. But I feel like arrangement wise, like. Songwriting wise, like all this stuff, like production wise, it sounds similar, but like the songs themselves, like it would be really interesting to hear it from a different producer, because I think the songs are very like, there's a big songwriting step between the two.
Between the two albums.
Yeah. They're a lot more like intricate riffs kind of going off of each other, whereas like Is This It is a lot more like garagey rock. Yeah. They're both really tight, but like in a different way.
The gear they use on this album to get that really cool vintage sound, or whatever the hell you were saying earlier, they're amps. In the studio they use Fender Hot Rod DeVilles, which fed into a Jekyll and Hyde V1 OD distortion pedal and an MXR micro amp. That's it. Really cool. So they're doing all kinds of like dialing on the amp. Yeah. They're changing their tone for the songs on the amp. Pushing the volume, pushing mids, trebles, whatever the hell. Which is cool. It's not like they're layered up on pedals. I'm like a minimalist pedal guy. Just have as least as I can on the board.
I have a Jekyll and Hyde because of them.
It's such a good pedal. Yeah. Nick Valenci is playing a 1995 Epiphone Riviera in natural finish. I used to have one of those in like it was like a cherry red wine or something.
Cool.
So Nick took out the humbuckers, installed 2 hot-wired P94 pickups. He says, quote, "It is the best guitar Gibson never made." Albert is playing a 1985 70s reissue Fender Stratocaster in Olympic white with a maple neck, which he bought in 1999 at Richie's Guitar Shop on the Lower East Side. In that same visit, when he walks in that shop, he also bought Nick's Epiphone.
Oh,
Which is
cool.
so fucking cool.
Yeah.
So the band's sound originated from this, like the same little encounter, which I thought was really cool.
I think they have like a mentor there too, who's like
Yeah, you
their
go in there and
guitar
practice.
teacher.
Yeah.
or
Oh, cool.
whatever.
So
yeah.
cool.
Okay,
Cool
that makes
little
sense.
Central hub.
Yeah.
You know? And Nikolai is playing a Fender American Standard jazz bass in Sunburst. And that's the gear that they're using. I don't know about the drums.
That's okay. I never look.
I know it's one thing too. I don't know the amps they do it with, but I know that
The
like
DeVilles, Fender DeVilles.
But for the vocals, they fed the.
Yeah, what is he putting
I
that
don't
through?
know what amp it was, but like they were like, I want it. He was like, I want this to sound garage.
Dude, it's a
through an
PV.
amp.
It's a PV amp that they're using.
Oh,
It's like one
really?
of those small PV amps.
They're just
Yeah.
like blast it. Like,
Yes,
I want it to sound like that. Yeah.
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 You know, at practice how I use that little amp.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's like blowing his vocals out just enough.
Sounds so good.
Yeah, it's really tasteful. It's unusual.
First track is Whatever Happened.
Yeah. What do you think of this?
It's fucking
This
awesome.
here,
I don't
this
know,
here
like,
track.
It's in the pop culture too. Like that was the thing I was thinking about through this whole thing too. Is just like how much they were in the pop culture at
Yeah.
this point too.
Yeah.
Like Marie Antoinette, like that movie had this as like
Yeah.
the theme in it, like from Sofia Coppola, like
Yeah. Yeah, because they had they had like Vampire Weekend in there, so that was a very like
yeah.
indie rock.
Yeah.
Kristen Dunst was like starring in it and all that, and this song was just like in the trailer, and it was fucking awesome. Comes out swinging, hit it with a cool song structure, go like
Yes, dude.
big chorus, and then 2 like verse sort of like melancholic sections, and then hit it again with like this big swing. I mean, cinematic, dramatic, the pop culture, like that's kind of what I have down.
I love how the drums were mixed on this like whole entire album.
Yeah.
I don't know what I like about them. I just think these
I
sound
really
great.
like the way that their drums are mixed on all their albums. I will say the new Abnormal is that's my favorite Strokes drum mixing
it's
ever.
killer.
It's so fucking good. But the drums are really well mixed on this album. I mean,
The
everybody's
melodies.
familiar with this song.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We all love
for
the
the most part, yeah. I mean, most of these songs are like breakup songs. That Casablancas is like writing about breaking up with his girlfriend, but this one in particular, he does reference Tennessee Williams' "The Night of the Iguana" for like the last verse of the song.
What's the line?
It's like the whole line. It like is references to characters in the play, and so like the whole like last verse is just
Never knew that.
like moves into that, which I'm not familiar with the play. I really only
I like
know
Tennessee Williams, but I don't know.
Yeah,
that
Street
play.
Car Named Desire is the only thing I really
Tennessee,
know.
what did you write? I come together in the middle of the night. Oh, that's an ending that I can't write because I've got you to let me down.
Yeah. And apparently, like, there's a character in the play, too, who, like, can't write an ending or something, and that wraps into his relationship. And I don't know everything about the play, but I thought that was really interesting. Because every time I've listened to this, whenever he says, Tennessee, what did you write?
Yeah.
Like, years ago listening to this, I was like, I know he's talking about Tennessee Williams.
I
have no
I've
idea
never caught
what-
that that's what he was saying.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But the rest of it is just like a lot of the songs on this album too are just breakup songs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never felt like I love lyrics. I've always kind of like, for me with the Strokes, like their lyrics have never been. Well, I think it changes a little bit as it goes on, as their records go on. But like these first 2, it's like I think what he's really good with is like the like melodicness of like a line. You know, like the finding. I have some that I wrote throughout here too, but like something that like, oh, Tennessee, what do you write? It just sounds fucking cool.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, it does.
You know,
It
it's
does.
just like a pretty line.
Also, the other thing that that Raphael said too is that they like went into the studio and they were playing with him, and it was essentially like they already had the songs down, and they were just like, we really just want you here to like make these sound as good as possible, but we know what we're doing already.
Right.
So That's his like capacity in the producer role. I watched a couple interviews with him. He seems like a really sweet guy.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
I think the ending of this song preps you for Reptilla really well.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's just so abrupt and just like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You just hear the bass, and that's all you hear at the end.
I will say this happens a few times on the album. They do like their little like 8-second delay or whatever before the song actually starts.
I
on the
love
track.
that, dude.
I
love that.
hate it every time because it gets just to the point where I check my phone or my computer or whatever to be like, what's going on, and then it starts right then. I'm like,
but when it came out, it was on a CD, so like,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna walk up to the CD player and be like, "Is there something wrong with this?
and then it
Is it
goes.
just some like stupid joke?"
Keeps you engaged.
It keeps you.
I like it. It's weird.
Yeah, it keeps you engaged. Yeah, there's just something where I'm like, you guys, I know you did it on purpose. I don't know why, but it like years on, I'm still checking everything.
I'm the same. I don't know if I hate it or not, but I know it's a feature, you know, of it.
It's not on any of their other albums like that. It's just this one.
Yeah,
I wonder if they talk about it ever. That's funny.
Reptilia is good
Let's
for me.
do it.
What do you think, Trey?
Yeah, I mean, this is a banger. I mean, this is probably their biggest song, just because Rock Band, probably,
that show's
right?
everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Or Guitar Hero, or whatever.
yeah. They even get that tasty little guitar solo in there. That,
Yeah,
like, it just doesn't go for too long.
yeah.
Well, it's the perfect amount,
Yeah,
and it's really tasteful.
It's what they're good at.
It's really tasteful.
Pre-chorus, when everything cuts, it's like
yeah.
The bass line rips in. Like, this song is just, I've heard this song so many times, and it's so awesome.
Yeah, it never gets old. None of these songs ever get old on this album.
And then when his lyrics come back in at some point after, it might be after that stop, and they're more rough and they're like louder, and he seems a little angrier, and that is somewhere I was like, this is a difference between these albums. Like, he is like, this is a little more foreboding in a way.
So the room is on fire while she's fixing her hair. Is like
Yeah.
great
It's
so
line.
good.
Like, come on.
It's
Yeah.
about to go down.
Yeah.
The bass player, he plays mostly like downstroke with a pick near the bridge.
Yeah,
through this
yeah.
whole album, and it's just like interesting and unique.
When the bass pops in too is like,
Yeah,
it's so good.
He's filthy too.
I did wonder even like
So he's
this
filthy?
early.
dude, I love the rhythm guitar in this song. It adds a lot of dimension and texture. And when they get to 42 seconds in the song, it's only the drum kit and vocals, which has a freaking great vocal melody, and the lead guitar are in. But then the bass pops back in with a splash on the cymbal.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just like a lot of stuff like choreographed.
It's
in the songs,
exactly.
you know?
They're yeah.
It's like a clock.
They're
It's like
playing with
there's
the form a
gears.
lot.
They're all like they're
Yeah.
all in synchronicity. There's nothing like if it's just the most extreme version of like what if every single part of this song was like
Right.
cued off of each other.
It's cool.
You know?
At the very end, I don't know which one does it, but there's like a swell on the guitar because he's got the distortion and he goes
Yeah.
like he's turning the volume knob, which is really cool.
This is another like relationship falling apart song.
The next track is Automatic Stop.
You were talking about like the ska thing on the
Oh, yeah.
guitar. Yeah, so they said this one, the guitar part was based off of or it was inspired by like Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Was it really?
Yeah. So Cyndi Lauper, because Cyndi Lauper was borrowing a little bit from reggae on that song on the guitar, and then they listened to that and they're like, we want something like reggae-ish like that.
That's
But it's like
funny.
surprise reggae because it's like it's just the guitar and it sounds like it's on the. Your brain thinks it's gonna be the downbeats.
Yeah.
But then the drums come in and it's on the upbeat, so it kicks
And then-
into that ska.
And then that's
Yeah,
where you think
yeah,
ska.
yeah.
The drums kind of following with that too are very fun.
Mm-hmm.
the lead guitar line on the chorus. I
Oh,
love.
dude.
It's like
Yeah.
so good.
They have a fantastic tone throughout this album, but he's
Yeah.
doing something with the knobs to make it sound kind of synthy almost.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
so unique, but it's not overdone.
Yes.
Some people are like, "Oh my god, what a cool sound!" and they put it on their whole album, and
Right.
it kind of like ruins
Yeah.
it for me.
Yeah.
It's just like tasteful playing, tasteful like knob.
Yeah. It feels like the attack
Pushing.
is just like rolled off or whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
I noticed too the bass on the second chorus
Mhm.
is like he wandered, or like the last chorus. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
But he like starts wandering and like walking the line
So
a bunch,
cool.
which I had never heard before. I like was just listening to it again for this.
Yeah,
and was
yeah.
like,
Oh, nice.
oh shit! Like he's like he's switching it up on this part, but it's so in the pocket. Like the rhythm's the same.
Yeah, you don't.
know?
Yeah,
Like,
you're not gonna
it's
have
not like
hear it.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
calling too much attention. Yeah.
More breakup stuff. This is more,
Yeah.
more breakup stuff.
Yeah.
Up next, we have 1251. Dude, is this the Strokes or is this the Cars?
Right.
Holy shit.
This one was a big one that
Yeah.
people were like,
It's good.
the Cars inspired you.
Yeah, which
Sure.
is cool. It still sounds great.
Yeah.
Dude, he starts the song with like really nice upstrokes on
Uh-huh.
the guitar. Got some nice palm muting,
Mm-hmm.
the synth lead tone, whatever, the Cars stuff. He like duplicates the vocal melody when Julian cuts out.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, follows it for sure. They do a lot of that throughout this album. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one that had the music video
The Tron one.
that was, directed by
Tron.
Roman Coppola.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's like this whole, I don't know if like, I think maybe his dad knew Francis Ford Coppola or something.
Flex.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's just this whole like Italian family like lineage thing,
Uh-huh.
and they're like doing stuff with the Coppolas, and
Yeah.
but I think I read somewhere that his dad knew Francis Ford Coppola prior to all this stuff.
Last thing I'll say on this one
is,
I do like lyrically that it starts off with him being like, I don't have time for this. I'm too cool for this.
Yeah.
You got the turn in the bridge where he's like epiphany moment and then hits the last chorus and it like inverts all the same lyrics but with like actually no, I do have time for this. I'll go to the party. It's not that big a deal, like I thought that was a fun moment of like, oh, I actually understand what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
on this song.
Casablanca said that this is about like the first time having sex with another, like a specific other person, like not even like losing your virginity, just like the first time you have sex with somebody. Like the time 12:51 is like the moment he entered them or whatever.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Which is people analyzing the lyrics, but I do think that's true. Reading them, I'm like, I think that is. But he has just said like it's about fucking. He's also said that like you talk way too much.
Next song.
That's a good one.
I love this song.
I think it's just very well placed.
Yeah.
The guitar tone in this is like the whole album has great guitar tones throughout. This one specifically is really nice.
I think the verse, chorus, what's chorus, what's pre-chorus kind of does like fall away in this one. I think it is like and I really like that it starts with like kind of high like driven verse or whatever that might be, but the main like hook, the like you talk way too much, it's like sort of a not down tempo, but a like withdrawn, like sort of
withdrawn is good. Yeah.
It's got some power. It has power in like how it pulls back. I feel.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like really interesting vocal melody choices.
Yeah.
All the time. And when it's just the rhythm going da, 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 it slows down like one or two clicks, just ever so slightly.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool because like they're so tight on the whole album. It's got to be intentional. There's a great guitar solo, 1 minute 14 seconds.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
He varies the vocal melody in the last verse. They let all the shit ring out for 10 seconds at the end. But I wrote down this song. His vocal choices reminds me of "There's a Place" by the Beatles.
The variation on the last chorus you're talking about, like you're not supposed to say that, you talk way too much.
Yes,
I love that. Yeah,
really refreshing,
super good.
Yeah.
I wonder what this next one is about.
Dude, I have no idea.
They're getting back to you.
Oh yeah, between love and hate. Yeah.
I love this song, guys.
Of him.
Yeah, this is another great song.
The drum intro is great. I wrote the bass pops in like a fat raindrop.
This is one of my more favorite of the guitar solos on the album too.
Yeah.
I wrote solo rips.
Yeah,
It's so good.
yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think that they're being. So this is like really driving, but they're being like really creative, like in terms of. This is another one where you can hear the difference between "Is This It" and this album.
Yeah.
Where like this is a more experienced track, but it's still very much the Strokes.
Yeah.
At 2 minutes 26 seconds, I like how he says "nobody" and then he mumbles, "Don't worry about it, honey."
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Honestly, well, I know this is for later, but there is some like similarity in the persona between him and Dean Martin. How he plays
Oh,
around
yeah,
with some
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
Bring that up after when we talk about if they're in conversation.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
dude.
This one is more. Some of these are like just breakup songs. This one is describing like a specific feeling, like after you've broken up, and you like because the character in this is kind of playing off of the ex in the song, and they're saying like I deserve better, and his ex is saying like you do deserve better, and like she's like telling him like you should like move on from this and stuff, and he's thinking like I kind of fucking hate you because you like think that I should have deserved better, and like what did we do in this relationship together and stuff. And so this one like is very like a little zoomed in on like a certain post breakup phase where you're like between loving and hating somebody.
That's I didn't even I didn't know that. Yeah, that's interesting. I love this song.
Meet Me in the Bathroom. It's another fucking great track on
One of
this
my
thing.
favorites.
It's so good.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
Yeah, well, you were talking about the guitar like going.
Yeah, on the verse, there's I don't even know if it's just the bass. I don't know if the bass is like holding it down or whatever, but it like does the like or like oh man, I can't even think of the part now. But it like just kind of.
I know what you mean. He's playing like
up,
a single note that he's like ascending up the fretboard instead of like playing power chords or something. They're both like playing individual notes that are ascending, and it's like, unusual.
Yeah, and it's like one time of it through. Do the lowest one, the second time of it through, do the next step up, the third time of it through, do the next step up, and it's like it just sounds super cool.
It does, dude. Yeah. It all like with like their equipment and their guitars and their playing style, it just mixes super duper well. I wrote that he's like a lethargic singer, and he sings on the back of the beat a lot on this album, and it sounds like almost kind of lazy, kind of like he's not trying too hard.
Yeah,
it's like. He's carefully crafted. Yeah. Like the singing style, which is just cool.
I mean, it goes with his persona too, and the band's persona. But like, I don't know if you've watched them. I watched them like do interviews and stuff, and they like to just sit there and be like, yeah, you know, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the studio, I bet they bust their ass.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, no, in the studio they do. But yeah, in the interviews they come off that way because I think that it's part of like a persona that they're putting on. I hope it is because what an annoying interview.
Their Nardwuar interview was so obnoxious.
Oh really?
They came off really obnoxiously.
Damn, really?
Yeah. I think lines on this one. Train me not to love after you taught me what it was.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so good.
Yeah.
Super good. And then they were just two friends in love, but then they comes back later. They were just two fucks in lust. I think that's a good line.
Yeah.
He's a good writer.
Yeah. People have said that this song's about Courtney Love.
Is it really?
Well, because she has a retort song called like "I'm Much Older Than You, Julian" or something like that.
Really?
I don't remember like the exact title of it.
So it was a diss track.
But he had and so people have been like, oh my god, like he and Courtney Love like fucked each other. But nobody can confirm it. So I don't. But it's a lot. Like there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, the song's about her. So
interesting.
Under Control?
Under Control, yeah.
Yeah, right? Holy shit, what a great intro.
This is my favorite on the album.
Really? Why?
It's really just how lackadaisy the drums are. Like
and the vocals.
It's great. Oh, the vocals are, but like even when the vocals have been lax, the drums have still been on, and now they're just kind of like doing it together. And it's just nice. I really enjoy the like no care kind of drumming too. I mean, there is like he's in tempo, but like it's just I love it. It's just very like I think it just sets itself apart from the rest of the album in a way that I really enjoy. And the lyrics are great too.
It sounds like to me like this song feels like it was just a random studio jam that they just turned into a song.
Oh sure, yeah,
it has that feel, you know.
I mean, this feels a little ska to it, bit, you know.
Yeah,
like that. Oh, I thought that like in this album, like later strokes, Julian hits the falsetto a lot. But actually the first two albums he doesn't really.
He doesn't. Yeah.
And this part actually is one of the higher things he hits is like the
that's
true. Yeah. And it feels really good. Like
we're getting a peak at like something.
It's a preview.
Yeah.
Then it rings out with 11 whole seconds of just like silence, just tapers off into nothing.
And it stays for 11 seconds like that? And then is there another break at the beginning of the next song?
Oh my god.
Next one, The Way It Is.
They must have just put a million effects on his drums or whatever because they.
Oh my god!
Well,
it might be a delay on the bass drum.
Well, they just they also just sound electronic on this, but I don't think that they are.
Maybe not because the guitar, the it's such a different tone on this track. It's like super mid heavy, so maybe they just like adjusted the EQ of the drums also.
I'm assuming they're live drums and they just like put because like to switch to an electric kit for one song.
Yeah, why would you
switch
do
back?
that?
I think would be a little excessive. But
The ending is really cool though. It's like a total switch up from everything they've been doing in the track so far.
Yeah.
It feels cinematic.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. I do like the... Yeah. That's kind of... I'm done on this one.
Cool. The End Has No End.
Love this song. That's a crazy like. It's
It's like a motif of the beginning.
I
think this is my least favorite track.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Yeah, it just doesn't hit for me.
Wow.
This is one of my favorites on the album too.
Dang.
The 5.5 seconds of silence. They got like a distorted guitar, but it tricks you because then they go right into like a palm muted clean sound, which is really cool. Because I'm expecting something super heavy and it's not.
Yeah,
and I like that. He brings back that synthesizer tone on his guitar, which is nice. Super nice solo at 1 minute 25 seconds.
This would be a really fun song to either open the show with or the encore with. Yeah, I think
No, maybe open it.
And just like launch right in. Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot on this like that. Like whatever happened, like.
Yeah.
I guess that's the opener. Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah, his when he has the "oh no," it reminds me of we listened to that Broken Social Scene album. Yeah, when they're like no, oh no.
What track was that? Do you remember?
I don't remember which one, but
great album.
Yeah, that was a really good album. And this song is actually completely off of the album for theme wise because this is about like politics at the time, like George W. Bush and yeah. This is the only one that he even has the line at the beginning. It says like, "Do politics inform our stupidity, or is it the other way around?" Like basically saying like, you could elect smart people to office, you just never do it. Like, I personally think that this should be the last track on the album. No, I think that I Can't Win should be on the album. I think they should
just swap
the two.
order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially calling it "The End Has No End," and then the album ends would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Got him.
And sound wise too. I just think like the next one, like I Can't Win, I still really enjoy, but I think I would switch them.
And I think that I like a song where there are literally like two parts that could be the chorus. Like you have the "Don't you take a walk outside? Oh no, oh no," and then you also "The End Has No End." They're both like great hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just kind of decide to go with one of them eventually. And
They can't decide.
Yeah.
So they gotta play them a couple times to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Our next and last one is "I Can't Win."
Yeah. They know how to end a song.
Yeah, with 7 seconds of silence.
Oh, it's the same rhythm as that's the same rhythm as Under Control.
This is a song that made me think like, damn, that's how New York is gonna feel when I move there. Not the words are
I Can't Win.
No. Just like the feeling of the music, the instrumentation.
Yeah.
The solo is fantastic at 144. The rhythm guitar behind the solo is amazing. And the drums. I love the drums on this song.
The drums are really good on this, yeah. I think for me personally, I like the drums better when he goes for a little more of a... He changes it up on some stuff. They're very straightforward on this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love this song. Sleeper fave, I wrote down.
Sleeper fave.
Yeah, like I just remember like listening to this album on repeat and coming to the After the End Has No End and being like, oh yeah, there's another banger on this one at the end. Like they just had this one in their back pocket still. Like the verse is 3 different riffs again, like going off of each other, crazy. Like I like "That Was You Up on the Mountain, All Alone and All Surrounded." I think it's a great line.
Oh yeah, that's good. Super like the imagery is really nice.
So good. He's really good with images.
Yeah.
Solo awesome, ska-esque.
You like the song, Nate?
I think it's fine.
Switch the last two.
I think it's okay. I still think that The End Has No End is just a more solid ending to the album because he's doing this like the end has no end.
Yeah.
Like
It's a whole thing.
it's his vocal melody too. I think is a very like finalizing, and this is a Strokes song. And I'm like, yeah, they could switch them around. He's saying I can't win because like the song is about him like being stuck in a cycle of just like trying like to like get a relationship going and stuff, failing, and then just partying afterwards.
We've all been there.
Even though he'd rather not be partying, he'd rather be enjoying a relationship, but he keeps failing at them. So then he parties for forever, and then the cycle starts over. Yeah.
You guys have anything else? Notes on the music of the album?
I think we'd all own this on vinyl.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear this on
I
vinyl.
don't know why I don't already have it on
Yeah.
vinyl.
Okay, so the album comes out.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. You know, everyone's like, good job, boys. You really did the thing. When they release this album, the band makes the cover of Spin magazine, and every member gets their own cover of the magazine.
Yep.
Like multiple issues, which is super cool. You know,
Mhm.
collectible stuff.
That's how big they were.
Yeah, a big freaking deal. They made the cover of Rolling Stone, also.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big deal. And in late 2003, the band plays Late Night with Conan O'Brien, and then they tour for the rest of the year and into 2004. They're supported by Kings of Leon and Regina Spektor.
Yep.
Later on in 2004, the band had plans to release a live album for their show at Alexander Palace in North London, titled Live in London.
Yep.
And they were going to release that in October 2004, but scrapped it due to recording quality problems.
That's fine.
Sucks. I think a Strokes live album would have been so awesome.
It would be nice, and also
Wow.
like there's some. I mean, there's times where live album comes out too, and you're like, it's live album.
The Strokes, like just in retrospect too, like damn, they really like made it cool to be in a rock band and like
Again.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the 2000s and like, and I think you're about to go into this, but like especially in a time where it was like dominated by amazing R&B music and like
The new
some
metal.
iconic hip hop and stuff like that, like the fact that they carved out a pocket in this New York scene and they were so supportive, I think, of that scene was, I mean, part of what the book gets into too is like there was no scene in New York. There was no, it was all house music, and they were just like, we want to play this music here, and we're gonna do it, and
it worked. So this gets released October 28th, 2003. But what week does it chart?
So it charts the week of November 15, 2003.
A little snapshot of what was going on culturally in music at that time.
All right, so at number 10 we have Away from the Sun by Three Doors Down.
Kryptonite must have come out.
Number 9 is Life for Rent by Dido.
Dido. Yeah.
I
Dido.
don't know what that
Brought
is.
up earlier.
Number 8 is In Time 1988 to 2003, The Best of REM by REM.
Cool.
What does REM stand for? Like the
Rapid Eye Movement. It's just they open a dictionary and that's why they're like, what are you gonna name the band? And they just
That's cool.
Yeah.
What a cool origin.
Yeah.
Number 7, The Very Best of the Eagles by Eagles.
Eagles.
There's no the.
Fantastic. There's no the.
It's
There's
just
no
Eagles,
the.
but it says the Eagles.
Yeah, well that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So the Very Best of Eagles by Eagles. Good album. Number 6 is Stroke of Genius by Gerald Levert.
Huh. I mean, good for them.
And then number 5 is Chicken Asterisk in Asterisk Beer by Ludacris.
Oh, Luda. He's also popped up a few times in the top 10 when we've done this. He's actually 3 just different albums in the top 10 when we've done this.
damn.
Number 4 is our boys, Room on Fire by The Strokes.
Number 4.
That's pretty good.
And then this is their
Yeah.
debut week on the charts.
Yes.
Good for them, dude. Debuting at number 4.
Yeah. Number 3 is Measure of a Man by Clay Aiken.
Oh, right.
Damn, American
Aiken.
Idol, man.
Yeah, Clay
let's
Aiken
go.
used to be famous, huh?
Used to be. Number 2 is As Time Goes By, The Great American Songbook Volume 2 by Rod Stewart.
Damn.
There's a lot of like best of stuff coming out around now.
This is when they finally...
Is that a compilation?
They must be putting together the compilations finally on CD
like
for
their-
people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the Beatles #1, I know was like huge. For
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
I
when
saw
that
the
came
hell
out.
out of
That
that
thing
CD.
was.
That was like
I
my
saw
intro
the
to Beatles.
infomercials played for forever.
Oh yeah,
So good.
yeah.
And number 1 is Speaker Box with 3 X's / The Love Below by Outkast.
That
Gotta
is
love Outkast.
that is a really good album.
I love
There
Outkast.
you go.
Man.
I've
Cool.
said this before on here, but I saw Outkast live, and that was like
That's huge.
That's awesome.
That's a pretty solid top 10.
That is a solid
It's a
top
good
10,
mix
honestly.
of music too.
Yeah.
for
Yeah, it's
sure.
some, like,
yeah.
grab bag of
Hip-hop,
random
some,
stuff.
Some American Idol spin out.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like some pop culture going on there.
Oh, you know who's in the top 20 is Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand.
Dude, she's come up in like every episode we've done.
She's always in there. Are these albums in conversation at all?
I was maybe actively looking for it. I think, as a good English major, you can always find something in common with something else. Yeah, I think that I like that they both were playing in the baritone range. I thought
Yeah.
Julian's a little higher in that range, but he was
Mm-hmm.
sitting down there too, which I liked.
Yeah.
Capturing the time, I thought that they talked a lot about New York and all that stuff and a lot of the imagery. Our guy had a lot of country. Dean Martin had a lot of country western, and a lot of the imagery and the sugar plum and stuff like that felt very
Sugar plum or whatever.
I thought. I looked up with Dean Martin. These are periods of the peak of their powers for these bands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. That's a good point.
Short tunes, both very economic with the length and Dean Martin. The difference being, the arrangements are actually pretty incredible.
They're pretty good. Yeah, they're actually really great on both albums.
Oh yeah,
that's something I'll get. They both are really good at getting through a full song and keeping you interested.
Mm-hmm.
We've actually had not a lot, but we've had a handful of albums so far in this, where we are what do you think about this song? It's pretty boring. That didn't happen with any song on this episode. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything to plug? Do you have any upcoming shows?
Yes, shows,
or you
music
just
coming
generally plug Poor Frisco as a band?
Poor Frisco.
Do you have music anywhere?
We do. We on Instagram. Not just we have an Instagram, but we have we're up on all the ones. We did the whole what is it? What's the site everyone uses? DistroKid.
DistroKid. Yeah.
We did that. So we've got our first EP.
What's it called?
It's called Sky of Gold.
Ooh, cool.
And then we've got our second EP that was out called King of My Head.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got some new ones we're kicking around. So we have a Christmas song.
Cool.
Because I love all the indie rock Christmas songs, so we made an original one. And then we've got some new songs we're kicking around, and we're trying to get recording this year. So maybe release something beginning of next year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah. I mean my shout would be, we don't have a show coming up right now, but we will soon.
We can organize something.
Let's
we'll get a show going.
I'd love to get people to come out and see some music.
First thing that comes to your mind.
Song,
album recommendation for the listener.
Okay, I'm gonna do a New York band shout. I've been really loving Ben Stellar, so I would recommend.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'd shout out their album, "The Scream from New York."
I was gonna throw one at you.
Yeah, you first.
An album to recommend: "Argue with a Tree" by Blue October.
Ooh.
Solid live album. A solid live album.
Okay, that's good.
How about you, Jared? What's your?
I don't know the name of it, but it's Gene Vincent and his Blue Caps, their first album. It's 50s rockabilly bands.
Okay.
The next episode is going to be High Violet by The National and Dreamin' by Hockey Dad. That's it. Hey,
White Reaper.
party rock, people.